Welcome back. Hey guys, what is up? How you doing? Hopefully you're doing great. Welcome back to this new video. In this, we will try to document our process of learning how to access a component's prop. I don't even remember what prop was because it's been like 4 days back, so I have a short-term memory loss right now. But anyway, let's go through this. Access a component's props. Every component has something called props. A component's prop is an object. Oh yeah, I remember something. It holds information about the component. You have seen it before. You might have realized it. Let's have a look at HTML button. Oh, it just predicted. It just predicted me. Let's take a look at the HTML tag button. There are several pieces of information that can pass to the button tag, such as type of the button. Here the button tag. Here is the text which um, about which these are the attributes. Okay, we have set the attribute type to submit, attribute value to submit, both to submit. Okay. The text to submit as well. Crazy. At least the tag, uh, what we call it? At least the tag names, right, are not submit. In this example, we have. In this example, we have. Are there some tags like name submit? I don't think so. In this example, we have passed into information to the button tag, that is type and value. Depending on what type attribute we give the button element, it will treat the form differently. In this way, we can pass information to our own components to specify how they behave. So component, I guess this is a component, right? Yeah. So you wanna pass in, or let's say this is a component, right? This entire thing is called a component. So basically, when you when type is set to something, okay, and because of it being something, quote unquote, inside something, there will be a change in the behavior. So depending on what is the value we have given to the button element, type we have given to the attribute of the type element, it will treat the form differently. Okay, it will treat it differently. Anyway, okay. Props serve as the same purpose for components as arguments do for functions. How crazy and good it is. Okay, crazy. It serves the same function as purpose in the argument. Okay, it serves the same purpose, okay, as the arguments in the functions too. To access a component's props property object, what the fuck am I saying? To access the component's props object, you can reference the props object and do a dot notation to its properties. Here's how an example. Props.name. This would retrieve the name property from the props object. What the fuck is going on props object? I know, you know what? I'll try this. Let's try this. Should I open VS Code or what is this about? This is JS. Let's go online. Online React. We need to type. So here, in what do you think is the prop? I think this is a prop. Okay, prop name. Class name is not defined. For example, app. Okay. So app.name doesn't return anything. Let me just cut this line and run. Oh, this is actually a far better IDE as VS Code is compared. Let's write div.name. It's not working. Anyway, I cannot make sense of this. This would retrieve the name property from the props object. This would retrieve the name property. Let me ask ChatGPT. Charge. Acha, like that. I mean, okay, for example, if you create something like this, let me just get rid of this div. Let me just get rid of this thing itself. Console log inside this when we do what dot prop prop dot name prop is Lorry. No, prop dot name, no prop. How do we do it? Props dot name will be Lorry. Yeah, let's try. Oh, like that. If you create a function like this, okay, firstly, okay, let me just create a function. And name would be greeting, right? And it will have a prop like this, and it will be having name is equals to prop, right? Like that, right? What is this prop dot name? Return this, then after that when you pass in this, just name it. So what it should return? Greeting is not defined. What the fuck is greeting? Greeting. Running it. Props are not defined. Props. Props. Props is not defined. Props तो define है भाई. अच्छा यहाँ पे outside the function. You got a crazy error. Anyway, let's just try to fix it. यार, how do I working code where I can try this? What the fuck have they done? Is a case of you know what? I get the basic idea. I think I'm going in a wrong direction itself. Let's not let's not dwell anymore in that place. So basically to access the component props object, you need to reference the props object and dot notation for its properties. Here's an example. Okay, we'll use something like that in the future. Anyway, fuck off. Look at the props display.js. The component has props as the part of the parameter. So let's just check it out for real. Let's check it out. So yeah, it has props as a parameter, part of the function, functional component. Okay. Inside the function body here. Okay. Inside the function body, we have two parts. There is a string props. there is a string props constant, which basically JSON dot stringify props, which which contains the string data of props, which contains the string data of props. How do I know if it's a string data of props? Hmm. Instead of returning this for now, I'd want it to return string props for now. Yeah, so console.log should I do? Instead of props, let me just type in a text. Hello. It ran, but the return statement should include string. I just want to see if it worked. और यहाँ export पहले हो गया रुक जाओ उसको reset करेंगे इसको पहले और VS कोड में खोल के देखता हूँ मैं इसको Oh God, let me open few sections जो पहले से खुला हुआ है recent files दूर दूर तक नहीं है This is app.js. So comment this part out and I'll paste my code, which is this one. This one. No, I just want it to run. How will I make it run? You know what? I don't need to make it run. Push F5 and F5. So we get some crazy errors. अब तो run हो जाना चाहिए. So we get error, but not that much. अबे यार, fuck it then. Let's not use import or export. Let's just make it a simple function. Just want to see the output. Hello. So we get hello as the output. What if I pass in other props? Props be like. So it is returning something. If I return here a simple, um, if I return here, hello, so it will return the same thing. Okay, so it's more like whatever I pass in here. Okay, yeah. यहाँ पे अगर मैं इसको कमेंट आउट करूँ है ना, और यहाँ पे मैं बहुत अलग अलग प्रॉप्स टाइप करता हूँ फॉर एग्जाम्पल, तो ये इनवैलिड भी हो सकता है राइट. लेट्स सी. So but still we get no error. So we get crazy error. So it should be text, I suppose. And what's the point? Why do we complicate it then? So we just get hello. It selects the first output. Why? Because only props only takes one value. So if I do like this now, it converts it into an array. Okay, that is not important right now. The important thing is, what if I not put a string? What if I put anything and stringifies that? Um, an array. What would be the output? Stringify props. I understand the need to stringify because props are written in the form of strings. I get it. I mean, I don't get it, but why to use JSON here? Anyway, we'll figure that out. It's not been told why we are using it. That much of thing is enough. Let's reset everything. This component has a props as a parameter. Inside the function body, there is a string props variable which contains a string of the data of the props. Of course, it does. It contains a string because what it does is just simple as stringify props. I don't know why we have used JSON. God knows. Maybe it will. I don't know. A good question, by the way. Why do we use JSON here? Okay, this is the code. ChatGPT. Why? Why have we used JSON here? The code is shared JSON is used to convert the props. I need a simple answer. Show the entire. It's used to convert the props into the readable JSON string. Why JSON? It's used to convert JavaScript objects like props. So JavaScript object is like a prop is an object into string format because the raw object can be displayed directly. HTML JSON is universal, easy to read format and makes simple to display long, complex data structures. So here prop is an object. The crazy vibe. मेरे को लगा props here is just a variable for the function, but God knows is. I get it. This component, okay, stringify variable which contains a string of data called props. Let's display it on the screen. See what's inside the inject. Let's see what's inside by inject and see what is inside. Acha, what is inside the props by injecting the string props variable between the h1 and h2. How do you do that? Like that. And how do we do that? String props dot props. तरीका था props dot name. How do we do this? What do you think? Let's try props dot name first. Okay. Crazy. Okay, so it should include props dot name. So it contains the props and let's run the name. Did not run. So I mean, okay. But there is no display. Now we have finished displaying a proper display component. Let's use it to the top level component app. Okay. And you have to render it on the screen. Once the app.js, take a look at the app component definition and have it returned to the pros display component. Props displayer component. वही ना export जो किया है ना वही. Okay, how do you do that? I guess it was more like this. Let's see. The website got stuck. इंपोर्ट ही नहीं किया है मैंने. इंपोर्ट props display. तो हो गया था पहले imported. So maybe we did not need to connect it like that. We have to do it like this. Oops, the return error. Maybe the syntax or type. क्या गलती हो रहा है भाई? Like that. Let's use it to the top level component. Open app.js. Take a look at the app component definition. App component definition, this one, and have it return props display component. As always, app is exported to index.js to render. वही तो बोल रहा हूँ, एंड में होता है ना, ऐसा होता है भाई. ये तो एरर क्यों आ रहा है? सोल्यूशन देख लो क्या? Did you make sure props displayer component is rendered? The return the statement app component should return display component itself by closing tag. I did it. Let's see the solution. Laure. यहाँ पे return keyword missing है. Check out my object. Okay. Click on the run and think about what you see. If you're seeing an empty object, you are on the right track. The props object isn't really empty. It has some properties like okay. The props object isn't really empty. It has some the properties that JSON.stringify does not detect.
Sorry. Check it out. Soup. Stuff. Okay. Check the heart. Check the. Is it the brain?
No sign of cardiac anomaly or unusual brain activity.
Okay, so it's poison.
My diagnosis is that you've experienced a severe anxiety attack.
एक तीर था कि लगा और निकल गया. हमारी जो चीख.
Ram. Does not detect, but you could see those properties. The props object still would have much to show to you right now. Keep going and click on run. Click on run. If you are seeing an empty object, you are on the right track. The props object isn't really empty. It has some properties that does not detect. But if you could see those properties, the props object still would have much to show you right now. Okay, so what I'll do in my head is like this JSON.stringify fucked it up, right? So we'll not use stringify. We'll just use props. Just use like prop. Why am I doing it again? I can't answer. So not remove JSON.stringify, but just remove just string. Stringify props. Bro, JSON is extremely important or what? Exactly, this is my question. What does JSON restrict? First time this person has raised the ask. Okay. In this context exercise, what does JSON do? JSON is a method to convert JavaScript objects into string. One of those used methods store the objects as a string in database. Eh? One use of the method is to use the object as the string in the database and then convert back into object when obtaining it. For example, string unjustified, we make it a string. Wow, wow, it's not bad actually. It converted everything inside it to string. This is good. I did something similar. What are some of the benefits of doing so? From the personal experience, useful to pass data so that it can be easier in making tables, graphs, and other methods and displaying them. You can use this method to console log the data of the phone. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, I don't want to go there. You can use methods to console log the data to prove that. Good, good. I don't want to see your code, man. I don't want to fuck my brain. My code. Anyway, so understood it. Not actually understood it. This web development is kind of challenging actually. Anyway, let's move forward. So props, pass props to the component. Initially, right now it's empty, but it's not actually empty. But there is nothing to actually show. So whatever is there or is not there, we'll figure out later. Till then, take care, be safe, keep developing.